Hey there. This is Jen Apgar, and I have not done an AppSumo review in a very long time. As I was running my agency, kind of on high speed, wound that down, and moving into two different startups, one of which being Dave Knows AI, which you'll see more of here coming up in other videos. But what do I do with my agency? So one of the things that I did was I decided to take my main website, as I still do some agency stuff, but it wasn't my front forward facing thing, and do the thing that I thought I would never do again, which is go back to a WordPress website. I love my Kartra. I like building websites out on Kartra, and I kind of despise blogging with a passion. And with the advent of ChatGPT, when it came onto the market, was it March of last year? A lot of blog writing became worthless. When anybody can have words, then words have no meaning. So the concept that you'll just write a few SEO articles and everything will be amazing kind of went out the window. Like that's not going to be a fix. SEO was always a 6 to 12 month operation, a very expensive one, at least in the last 8 years or so, especially in certain niches, right? 8 years ago, I remember going on and seeing somebody in a very niche debit card training space where he would only serve 10% of the market anyway. And there were 1.1 billion pages 8 years ago, all competing for the same keywords that he was. That's a lot. Post ChatGPT, Gemini, and all these other ones, unreal. And then you come to the apps like we're reviewing today that can write, and I kid you not, I just bought it on AppSumo, 500 articles a month. And it took me about, yeah, I'll say an hour of learning curve and an extra hour to like mess with it to see how I could get the best results. Now, I gave it 2 tacos. I was not thrilled. I did need to seriously, let's say not keyword stuff, article stuff, the way that I was setting up my new website. Because while I do have Kartra now on a subdomain, I have WordPress on my main domain. I'm using a thing called a newspaper I got off in Vado that it looks like a newspaper. It looks like a publisher. Never wanted to be in the publisher business, but in supporting several different businesses and going into my next life as an investor in several companies and helping out small business owners and agencies all push through. It just seemed like this was the route to go with my main website. So let's get into it, right? I usually like to start from head to toe, from the moment that I buy it on AppSumo to the moment that I set it up. So you can see how easy it is. But I will say this. Let me go find my screen share. Setting this up was incredibly easy. I will give it that. So this is the website I'm working with. All but let's say 8 of the blog posts that are currently up were all written by this application. So, oh my God, did I not pull the application up? Got so many things up. That's okay. I get there fast. So WP Auto Blog, right? With the idea that we're going to create organic traffic, which is like this what's the word, the golden chalice, or the thing that everybody wants, right? You want to be able to do something free and it magically performs. So if you hire an SEO firm, which I've done this before as the agency owner, good SEO is expensive, right? To get all the little metrics in there, to get all the tagging in there, to share it on social so people forget. There are essentially 4 pillars to social to SEO right now, right? So a whole 4. It's not nearly as what's the word I'm looking for? Easy as it used to be, right? You can't just write something, throw in some what is it, the H1, the H2. It's more complicated, right? Because marketers like myself, we exploited absolutely everything. So now, almost I want to say this in a pre-chat GPT world, right? You had 4 pillars. One was original content. So when we're talking about spinning a bunch of other content, it doesn't work like that, boys and girls. You've got to have original content. The second one is all that like techie stuff, right? The H1, the H2. Do you have a list? Do you have this? Do you have that? That's all willing and great. The third one, we used to like massively create all these different backlinks. Backlinks are not what they used to be. If some SEO person is trying to sell you backlinks, say no, really loud, right? We were creating 50,000 domains with a bunch of different keyword stuff to blogs that looked terrible and created a bad user experience on Google. So they switched to something magical. Social media backlinks. How many times does Facebook point back to you? Twitter point back to you? Reddit point back to you? Quora. All these other ones point back to you because why? Facebook's not going to let you get away with having 50,000 different accounts. They're very, very harsh on that. You can get to about six. I've seen people, and then you get like thrown in harsh Facebook jail. Nobody wants that, right? Instagram gives you one link. TikTok gives you one link. And while you might have a link tree, your link tree is not supporting your SEO. And this is another big one. You have got to have traffic that stays on the page. Stays on the page, which means if you're like your written content is garbage and it's not providing value, it doesn't matter if somebody landed there if they turned around and bounced 3 seconds later because they realized it was garbage, you have no SEO. The idea that you're just going to spin out some basic B, basic B content, even if it is original, right? Even if it is original. And you're just gonna like let it sit there and maybe have a couple of the things hooked up, like you've got all your H1, all that. Like WPAutoBlog definitely gets those two aspects squared away. Me, I don't have, I have some questions on the original content. We'll cover that later. But as far as coming to like how to drive traffic that stays, how to get social media links back, that's something it can't do, right? So it has to be great content. It has to be original content. And that's ignoring the fact that Google has now moved to Gemini answering questions in the Google search, right? So they got to give you a byline if you're included, but guess what? You're not being included. You're not edu, you're not .gov, you're not an authority site, or maybe you are. But if you are, you probably aren't going to risk WP Autoblog writing your blog content, right? So keep in mind what it is and what it isn't. For me, I had to go over here and I've got to fill a bunch of space. And so I was like, sure, I still want it to look like an authority. I want it to look like it matters, right? So this was important. So I wrote a two talk overview. As you can see, some of the images here, I got a Tesla, which nothing to do with Envato or business or anything. I think I put the word laptop in there. Over here, I've got fruits and veggies. Makes no sense. At least this chick over here has a laptop. I mean, she's sleeping, but maybe that's the ideal dream job position is sleeping on your laptop. But there are a lot of ones of these that just make no sense. So part of my negative review that they really focus on because the coders, the founders of the company got back to me. They emailed me, they WhatsApped me, they commented on my review. It was a lot. That's a lot. And I've worked with several AppSumo companies. They've hired me to consult. So, and I get it can be frustrating. I get every one of these reviews matters, but the image was just it left a lot to be desired, and that's not to say the actual app itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive in here. I'm gonna go log in. So positives, right? 100%. It was amazingly easy to come just set up. So coming in here, um, connecting my WordPress site. I know different people had different opinions on like, what was it? I think it's just for WP. Somebody was asking about. I don't think it does. It's just WP. Why no back button? Okay. Here we go. So one of the things that I found, so you've got your dashboard. It tells you how many articles you can have been completed. You can see I've done 500. How many are scheduled? Currently none. And how many are still processing? I haven't wrapped my head around the processing completely yet as far as, the idea that it takes a little while, but I mostly see that when I do a bunch of articles at once and it's instantly published. And I'll kind of get and move on to that. You can view these articles, but keep in mind they've already been sent to the internet. They're already on the blog. So let's see, uncategorized, repost. I don't need to repost it. I hit that button before and I could be wrong, but it added a second post. I do not need a second version. Suppose for those of you who are building a lot of websites for, let's say, an HVAC company, right? And you're putting the same article out 20 different times with a little information. So your main headline for Dallas, for Frisco, for Plano, like all the different cities in the surrounding area that they serve. Maybe that's helpful. For me, one of the things that I found though is like there's no save button. So I had a hard time wrapping my brain about the lack of a save button. Dum-dum-dum. And then you have the download. I don't, maybe there's a reason for that, but I don't particularly, as an agency owner, as a business owner, have any reason that I would need to come download a document. I don't understand the point. It's posting to my WordPress blog. Maybe if you're publishing to Medium or Shopify or something of this sort, this is a way around the automatic posting. But now we're running back into the issue that you've got to do all the hard work, and I don't want to do the hard work, right? So post scheduler, I definitely have a hard time with this one because I was going through, like, if you have different keywords and titles that you can get started. Um, it didn't seem as helpful to me. So I'll be perfectly honest. I didn't explore this, and I'll even be more honest. I have no reason to want to explore it. What I did find much more helpful are topic clusters and keyword research. So, keyword research, if I wanted to pick a word, let's say startup, something really vague, is where I find this to be the most helpful. If you are picking something super tight niched or that is not going to get a lot of search, it's going to be rough. So it does tell you exactly how many searches are using that word, cost per click for those of you trying to run ads, and the competition. So this information is nice. And you can see, you can go through this short list and pick which words you want to include. You can pick and choose, like saying, I only want to focus on the ones that are easy to compete against, or you can go the ones with the most traffic, or you can choose randomly based on, like, hey, the lean startup makes sense. I love that book. I can be an affiliate marketer for that book. Obviously, it's very high competition. But maybe that works out for your online business startup. To me, that's, I don't know. You can go through here and you can pick and you hit short list for all the ones you want. You hit create articles and we go from there. So this one is incredibly helpful. Let's see if I can pick out a one that's even larger. And you'll see over here, this keyword short list is still there. We have much larger searches here looking for marketing, digital marketing, 165,000 searches, high cost per click, mid-range competition. I love the color coding because, quite honestly, with the numbers, I don't know. I don't 100% understand where their numbers are coming from. I'm sure the math makes sense somewhere. I don't get it. Not my jam running the agency to know those little things. So it would be really helpful maybe to have like a little question mark here so that you understand the numbers. Let's put digital marketing, affiliate marketing, marketing. Although I'm a big fan of long tail keywords, because on things like digital marketing with so much competition, affiliate marketing, marketing, all these are a lot. Now, the downside of having these be significantly different is when you come over here to create articles. So you can see your keywords pop up, right? And you can come down here and you can start choosing all your different things. Now, the problem is I had to pick one category to go under. If you are not choosing a bunch of things that go together, then that doesn't make sense to do that. The ones that you choose on this, the one before, have to make sense so they fit under one category. The style, so you can choose, I want deep and complex writing, I want anecdotes, I want editorial style. I tend to go with professional, persuasive, and focused. It might be one of these days I should try casual and friendly. Point of view, first person singular, first person plural. If you don't know these basic English words, go hit up Gemini. They'll describe them for you. I do like how they put I, me, my, because these are the words being used. We, us, our, you, your, yours. It depends on your style of writing, right? I tend to do first person plural. I am more than me. We have a team. I don't want it to sound like the me show, right? Um, Article length, I always choose long. Why? Because that's what Google is going to prefer. Additional images, this is where things get a little rough. I have traditionally, I've unclicked this because I found it absolutely unhelpful. I did talk to the developer through WhatsApp. He said they were using Unsplash. I get it. It's like free, but it's limited and everybody is using it. So you see the same images over and over, right? I like the key takeaways. I like the bold sentences. It breaks up its pattern interrupt, right? Internal links. See if I can go to some of the articles. Let's go to Mr. Innovato over here with the produce. So you can see how it's come through. So I like where it comes in here with this different color. So that is a lot. As you can see, one of the things it asks is if you, where did I see it? Custom style. Oh, tables. Duh. If you want a table. I thought this would be a good idea. I don't necessarily feel like it, to give you an example, this article is talking about Envato updates, right? The idea is affiliate marketing. Over here, it says updates on Envato Tuts Plus. This makes no sense to the article. Like, why do I care about something so detailed about what's new in the world of digital assets? Like, I don't, and you'll see this is all, this is a bit much. What does this picture right here have to do with anything having to do with a business community, right? Um, I've just got a space right here. So, I mean, this is exactly how it imported. I do have some facts. What is Envato? I mean, these are great for SEO. That surely that doesn't change. I think I chose not to do YouTube videos because I found that there were so many problems with it getting something that was relevant that it just wasn't worth it. But you can pick a YouTube video. When I was talking about, I submitted some stuff about distribution. The imagery suggested shipping distribution, talking about marketing distribution. And so the article is right on there. The YouTube video was finance, having distributing your assets in different categories so you don't lose anything should one market drop or the other one. So it was just like there were so many different, and the table was some other completely different kind of distribution. So I some some articles the YouTube video was helpful, and some it was not. Authority links, I put it on. I haven't necessarily seen anything wrong. Custom style prompt. This is where like it you'll see. So this is use first person plural as a point of view. It's taking what you put over here and dropping it down into here. I tried to be, fairly prompt engineer specific on what I wanted. I think that was helpful in certain areas, as you saw with the table, not so helpful in other areas. Image motif. Okay, so it says describe with one English keyword. I think it said two or three before. Each line equals one article. Damn. Like, I get the idea now. It looks like there's a tutorial. I don't remember this being up, but maybe because of my review. Um, what if I don't want just laptop, right? You're cranking out articles. What if I want laptops with women in them, right? Specifically, if I'm writing a blog for women, I don't want to have a bunch of images with men using laptops, right? And even just putting in laptop, I got a lot of different things. So it says describe with one English keyword, each line equals one article. So you either have to think of a different word to pull in something for each one, and keep in mind this is random, right? You're getting something that's a little different, right? So you either have to keep those in mind, which ones in which order. Maybe you copy paste it, and you don't have any idea. So right here, maximizing conversions with a sales funnel software. I have a tornado. I have a tornado. This one, is this a boat? Yeah, that's a boat. This one has been fun. Other settings. Makes the test pass AI detectors, but it lowers the quality and removes subtitles. I haven't tried that. I would rather go in painstakingly and spend 8 to 16 hours fixing my 500 flipping articles, which is what I'm going to have to do with the last 500. Making sure that they're a little bit more personal, but because quite honestly, there's a level of conversational tone that I want to add in there to make it unique to my specific things. So if you are a specific type of coach, you have specific type of ideas, unless you are Tony Robbins, right? The Gottmans, and you have a ton of your content all over the internet, this system just isn't going to know your specific style, right? So there's a limit to that. So I don't need ghost mode. I'm going to go by hand and fix each one of these. Use some Yoast SEO. Make sure each one is actually SEO customized. Disabled image upload. Eh. Additional link to place in articles. This is the one for your affiliate marketers or your businesses. That this is where my I do pay attention, right? So let's take Envato. Envato, I have an affiliate partnership with. as well as the HubSpot and the Kartra, all sorts of. I'm kind of essentially transferring it over to a publication where I can promote different things I'm working on or affiliate options, right? Um, you can put your specific affiliate link here and the word to link. So in this case, maybe Envato and my specific affiliate link. That part is amazing. I love that part, right? So that part really love, knocked it out of the park. But two tacos was for how many articles I was able to create in like an hour or two, let's say two, of me playing it around to keyword stuff, then with links to my thing. I haven't even actually looked to see if it links. How would I know? It's all blue. I'm sure I've done something here. I love my Kartra way too much for way too long. I don't here. Why is here? Wow. So the internal link to an article is on the word. Oh, you can read more about it. Okay, here's the Envato one. This is why I like live reviews actually using the product versus the one you see all over YouTube and AppSumo saying, it's amazing. Yeah, they're affiliates and they're not necessarily honest affiliates. They're just pressing out things. Look at this. Safari can't open the page. The link that they put in here, they put, wow. I I don't even know what that user interface. That's definitely not the link that I put in there at all. This makes me look bad. This makes my on-page SEO, this makes my SEO for my whole site go down because when Google crawls my site and they see that I have broken flipping links, that makes me look bad. It makes me look bad when people click on them, and Google is definitely going to flag them. It's not like something they have to manually look. They can see I've got bad links. Is this whole paragraph linked? Is that why it's blue? Y'all. So I requested a refund, and the founder seemed rather upset about that. Let's go pick on a different article before I lose my temper. Envato News, the latest updates and development. We've got picture. Okay, clicks up. Ooh, this one's a little better. Streamlined interface allows this, blah, blah, blah. Moreover, the Envato. That one works. Okay. I don't know why the other one didn't. I've got good takeaways, a picture that makes no sense whatsoever. Description. Okay. Images are killing me. Fixable. I got Adobe Max on an Envato thing. This is where I don't think the YouTube is relevant. I put it in there as a nice spacer. Oh, 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 that other one killed me. Let's pick of something a little further back. Pitch deck, key content to include. Crafting a winning pitch deck. Passion led us here, maybe. A pitch deck. Let's click. Where are we going? All right. Okay. We went to the right place. This was one of the projects I'm working on, Fusion 42, that helps founders get ready to raise and helps them raise. Which word did pitch? Okay, that makes sense for me. Really? Pencils? Pencils. Colored pencils, like a kindergarten uses. The imagery here is just terrible for me. Present your product or service. Number of product service features. The tables to me make no sense. None. Um, mm, mm, mm. Special. Kind of looking for something else to click. Creating an atmosphere of peace. If you're currently working on your pitch deck, it discusses how to wait. You might find the article on creating an atmosphere of peace particularly useful. It discusses how to cultivate a calming and focused environment. I give it that. You know what? When you're pushing out 500 articles a month, I'll give you that. I'm okay with that. A little blog silo, that's workable. I can do without these tables, the poorly chosen images, um, whatever that was on that first article. But yeah, I like that. I like that. Let's see what else we have here. Let's pick some different ones we've looked at, and then I'll go write some more. Unleashing the power of predictive analytics. I'm not even sure I understand that one. All right, pretty solid. So let me, I don't know, maybe. Okay, let's try using this one again. So I showed you how to like kind of do this with the keyword research. Obviously, keyword, there is some limitations. You have so many searches to use. I would never worry about those searches. Search to your little heart's content, because you can always use something like Answer the Public. You can use Gemini, ChatGPT. There's a lot of keyword research. This is convenient for sure. Don't get me wrong. But you're not, you shouldn't hit the top of that. I'm not worried about that. This one was a little bit interesting. Let's take this one. So, topic cluster startup, create a cluster. So, it's creating a bunch of words that go right along with it. So, instead of saying, here's all the things that include the word startup, like we see in our keyword research, this is all the things around it, right? And then you're creating articles. Now, here's where I get where this comes from, but here's the example that I find like this post scheduler is, I don't want to say problematic, where the category that I might have startup entrepreneurship in is not the same category I have business plans in. It's not the same category as venture capital. It's not the same image I'm going to want. So going through, and I think that's definitely one, is very mindful of what keywords this is using to do in clusters. And here's the other issue that I took form. Over here in the post scheduler, there's no like calendar, right? So the options are when you're over there doing this thing is you can schedule them absolutely immediately. The other one was doing it by 1 hour, 2 hours, 6 hours, 12 hours. You get the point. Every 4 weeks. Where I got lost is if I send um, a bunch of different articles at different times. Let's say I do 10 articles at a time. Is it sending each one at 2 hour intervals for that pack of 10 immediately? So if I am doing everything in an hour or two, like, am I just front loading everything and it's going to overlap, which is what I think it did? Or I would prefer it. I would massively prefer, a post scheduler page right here that wasn't scheduling articles, right? Or it had a set of settings where I get to say, post according to my settings and I get to choose what days post are out. Or I sit there say, I want one every 4 weeks or 4 hours or 1 hour or whatever it is. And then when I'm on the other page, it comes back and fills in those slots, right? And it can work it so that let's say I'm posting one post a day every day at 8 a.m. That if I do a pack of articles about startup, that maybe those all go out on Monday, right? And if I do this other one, it goes out on my Tuesday slots. So that it's not like you see over here in my website where if I go back to my home, oops, come on now. I'm trying to record. There we go. Me not using my trackpad like a pro. Envato, 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 Envato. Like it's back to back. I want to be able to do 500 articles in 2 hours, and I want to make sure they're distributed evenly and not all in little blocks, right? Because for me to do a lot of articles at one time, I have to do it in those sets, right? Where it's all about the same thing, where the images are using the same keywords. It's all going to one category, but I want them to be not boom, 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 and botto. I want some about HubSpot and startups and entrepreneurs and pitch decks. And I want them all mixed up so they're not all back to back looking like I have an Envato website with some cabbage over here. So that's one thing that This is a missing block in the UI for me. Um, let's go over and let's actually do some so you can get it going. I want pitch deck. Or um, pitch. I'm gonna pitch deck. Doobie, doobie doo. Um, where did I want to get? So pitch deck, slide deck, sample pitch deck, exactly. So I like pitch deck, obviously. Slide deck. That one's a little off. I want more. Sample pitch deck. I'm cool with that. Pitch deck samples. Slide pitch. Pitch deck. What is really? Pitch deck consulting. Okay, interesting. Airbnb pitch deck. I guess everybody wants to be that kind of unicorn. Pitch deck agency. Include that. Pitch deck designers. If you've noticed, I don't care about this. I'm just going for what's got some pitchy stuff in there. Pitch deck company, maybe. What is with the Airbnb pitch deck? Cool pitch decks. Okay, great pitch decks. Good, really. Got a bunch of adjectives. Cool, great, good. Pitch deck generator. Ooh. Startup pitch deck. Startup with 2 words. Best pitch decks. Presentation, PowerPoint, deck, pitch deck expert. I'll take that. Designing a pitch deck, designing pitch decks, pitch presentation. Yes. Sorry if I feel I'm kind of like doing a bunch so I can show you all in one blob. Create a pitch deck. Sales deck, AI pitch deck generator. Interesting. Pitch deck of Uber, Uber pitch deck. Slide deck generator, business pitch example, sample. Oh, I didn't really want that one. Can I exit? Boom. So there we go. Learned a new feature. Canva pitch deck, Sequoia pitch deck, outline. Everyone wants to be Sequoia. And if you can see, I'm like taking my time here because I'd like to get it all over with at once, which I thought was the whole point. Capabilities deck, pitch slides. Guy Kawasaki pitch deck. Okay. Best design pitch decks. Y Combinator. So AI pitch deck, VC pitch deck. Yes, because they're all hyper unique. As you can see, I'm getting down here for me, these lower searched ones. They're not the ones you want to go for, like, it's not your ideal, but the long form keywords, awesome. Because they're going to be less less competitive, right? Easy to compete with. Add pitch deck, add agency pitch deck. I'm down with some of these. I say this because I don't mind coming back. Okay, I think that's good. I don't 10 slides. Why not? Is there anything that's just pitch presentation? I want the easy ones now. Business model pitch deck. I don't care about nonprofits. I do, but not here. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're down to 110. Financial slide pitch deck competition slide, famous pitch decks, game pitch deck. Okay. Dropbox pitch deck, Facebook, Figma. I love these because these are ones that I know that I can go back and I can make killer. So while I'm annoyed that, this automatic AI software that only takes me a magical hour or 2 hours to do that, I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm just kind of like randomly clicking. Is there anything just amazing? We work pitch deck. Yes, so I can make fun of it. Pitch deck pro. Business model slide example, consulting slide deck examples, sales pitch slides, and advertising decks. Don't care. PowerPoint pitch deck, maybe. Apple pitch deck. Hell yeah. Influencer pitch deck, maybe. I like that. Video game pitch deck. Tesla. Okay. Netflix. Sure. YouTube. I love it. Airbnb. PowerPoint. I'm about to do a bunch. I'm hoping that this is not completely boring, but this is one of the aspects I did find um, fairly awesome about the platform. For as much as I'm upset about certain aspects, use of fun slide pitch deck, market opportunity slide pitch deck. Really, this would be great if I spend like an hour on each one. Tinder. Hell yes, we like that one. Market slide pitch deck. Ooh, marketer in me likes that one. Partnership pitch deck. Partner pitch deck. Stock pitch deck. Don't care. Pitch deck Figma. I don't even know what I'm clicking now. Who got the high numbers? All right, we're now into 40 searches and I don't care anymore. So as you can see, keyword short list. I have a lot. And one of the reasons I wanted to specifically do this is when I come over here to create articles, I want to see how the images come out. So yeah, we're gonna click additional images. We're gonna see how it comes out. You know what, we're gonna do them all. We're gonna do them all because we can. So I'm gonna come over here into my Kartra app. Which one am I in? Actually, I'm gonna have to go into Google and do a different one. And the thing that I'm over here doing, so that you are not, it's not lost, is I'm gonna go find um, I'm gonna go pull an affiliate link, right? So where I think, all right, come on, Google, because I'm recording, you're being a butthead. Ugh. Of course, when I'm recording, things go slower. Don't want that one. There we go. I may have cleared my cache before this, and of course, now I have to log into absolutely everything again. Um, I would by far one of the things that I do like the most about this is the ability to write 500 articles with affiliate links very quickly. I'm at the point where I wish it wasn't, but I am making the assumption that I'm going to have to go back and do a lot of work on each one of the articles. If it were me, I would absolutely um, not do this for clients. Like, I feel like you're risking way, 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 way too much um, by doing for this for a client account. So I've grabbed a link. Pitch deck. So this is the word I want to link. And the thing that I am linking it to with my specific affiliate link is ready to pitch, right? Apply to pitch Kung Fu. That warning sign. I made the page and that warning sign just freaks me out. I thought something broke. Okay, ignore that. Disable image upload. I don't even know what that means. They should have like a little, kind of like this, tells you what it is. I feel like that would be nice. Image motif. We're talking about pitch decks. I don't want to say pitching because I can get baseball, right? I'm going to have presentation. As that's one English keyword. For those of you, I noticed there were several people in like Germany and France using this English keyword. I don't understand the idea of each line, one article. I don't recommend getting them too close. Now, the problem is Apparently, Unsplash does not have enough images for each one of the keywords, unless you're picking balloons, maybe. Okay. English. I want to schedule this. I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to show you once every hour. My website. So if you have multiple websites, this is where this would be. This is in Pitch Deck. I have so many different ones. Legal, accounting. Probably need to come over here and make one just for pitch decks. Business planning, business plans, legal funding. Oh my God, I don't have a good one for pitch decks, and this is something I want to be known for. Building a website, go to market. Not really pitching. How do I not have a good one? So we are going to put it in business plans. This is kind of making me a little upset about myself. Finance, funding. We're going to put it in funding. Point of view. I like first person plural. As mentioned, I want professional, persuasive, and focused. We are not talking about relationships. Articles that talk about how to build the best pitch decks to raise money for startups, for startup community. Give famous examples like Airbnb, Uber, WeWork, and others. Give tips, tricks, and hacks that will make their pitch decks better so they can reach the goal of getting funded. Oh, ran out of words. Rework. WeWork. Give tips, tricks, and hacks that will make pitch decks better so they could reach the goal of funding. I'm keeping this one short. They specifically told me they were very upset about this. I'm very upset about the different ones that I got. I'm going to show you where the scheduling happens. I think we've got everything set up. I'm going to double check here. And then we're going to come down here and hit the magic button of create articles. Okay, so if you come over here to the side, you can see the schedule creation. So I am in the US. It's a little off. Like I'm used to having the year out the other side. You can see the timestamp here. So if I go down to the bottom, based on timing, I don't actually know what this means. But you can see like I have no way of editing it before it goes out. I'm not 100% sure how that's supposed to happen. If I go back to my dashboard, I've got articles scheduled. I have 0 articles processing, but I also have 0 capability of editing. So from a user perspective, I would think if the articles are done processing, there's none that need processing, and they're all scheduled at this point, that I would be able to go in to edit. And I can't do that. In fact, I can't even see what's going on. I've got the keyword. I don't even have the titles. I've got nothing, right? Post scheduler, again, you can kind of see again where they are. I guess this one is going out. I'm not sure. This was very confusing to me. I think this is a settings issue and it's in whatever time zone. I don't know. Like even having whether it's PST, EST, CET, whatever, it would be nice to know what this is in because right now it's 5:42 p.m. CST time over here in Dallas, Texas. And it's definitely not 3 in the morning, right? I got a view all button. I've got what time they are going out at the max. Let's see here. Oop, moving my whole screen. Obviously, I picked a lot. Oh, no, this is my whole thing that I've ever published. Sorry. That's why it's so long. So these are the ones that have already gone out. Let's see if I can find the line. Here we go. This is the line of where this one's coming in. I guess this is into the new day plus. I'm not. Is this the first one to go out? Nope. This is 11:22. So we're on to tomorrow. Okay. So you've seen that. Now I'm gonna go pick out something that's where do I need some more stuff at? So pitch deck. Let me show you. If you'll look over in your dashboard, it says I've just used 100 of 500 articles used. So in the amount of time, let's see what my recording is here. I've got 45 minutes. A lot of this has been talking about what I already have. It's been discussing, but you can see I've just pumped out 100 articles that are going to go out once an hour, right? That is a lot. So depending on how many articles you're trying to do or how many times you're trying to paste them or one of my goals with this site is I have a client that I was working with that had it was 66,123 articles on their site. It was amazing. 2 million in traffic every single month. Do I feel like that traffic was profitable? Absolutely not. They were working on it. But that's a very sellable website, right? Even if you're just building it to sell it. If you're over here and you're building a site that is completely focused on pitch decks, since that was the example, this might be amazing to you, right? And then it's worth creating 500 articles only on pitch decks on every conceivable keyword, leveraging the word pitch deck. If you build pitch decks for a living, right? Um, so that makes sense. So let me show you something one that's a little. Let's do the topic cluster. Let's actually try pitch deck. That's a little investor presentation, startup funding, venture capital, business plan, elevator pitch, financial projections. So it's actually got a nice little setup here. Now, where I find again this frustrating is I loved that it created things that I didn't even think of, right? But I don't want to put them all under the same thing. So I found this good for keyword research, if you will, other words that I might be interested, but not that specific nature. So let's pick, let me pick out something smaller. We give a person, Ryan Dice. This will be interesting. I can do this. So I have in the past ranked for Ryan Dice's own name and been hit up by his SEO guy. So we're going to go with this one. This is where I have a hard time with images, right? So this one I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna make it post immediately so you can see what that looks like. Category, lead gen. Point of view, we style professional. That's kind of like where I've stuck at. I'm gonna do everything so you can see the results. Custom style prompts. What kind of words do we have? Write articles for startups, entrepreneurs, business owners on how to get more leads and revenue, um, like Ryan Dice. Obviously, this only works if there's enough information on the internet about the person. So I actually picked Ryan Dice, who, give or take, does and doesn't have a lot of information on the internet. He has more than the average bear, less than somebody like Tony Robbins. So pick your poison. But we're gonna try this one. Image motifs. What am I supposed to pick? Right. I'm gonna go with conference. He built up traffic and conversion with Perry Belcher, sold it to Clarion Events, and Clarion drove it into the ground and just canceled it last weekend. So conference, I can come back and put pictures of actual Ryan Dice. Other settings. Let's go over here. What did they do? Hey, I always forget what app they use. They're back on Infusionsoft. So I'm going to go into the link generator. I'm going to pick something free. I'm very disappointed in the digital market community for not having more free opt-ins, and so this should take me to Lab Trial, which is free. Newsletter would probably be better. Oh gosh, no, not sending straight subject. Head of marketing. Where's the mm, 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 mm. Oh my god, I don't care about your workshops. They sell too much or they cost too much. I want the newsletter. Oh, I can just go find on page, right? File, edit, find. Newsletter. I don't want to create a newsletter. Um, Free. Not even on the page. Seriously? Disappoint me. 12 days of deals, baby. 20 courses, AI, Black Friday Blitz, certificate, lab trial. Ooh, right here. DM Insider, free. If you're having cold traffic, you should drive them to, here we go. Tips and tools to outmarket. Join, it's free. Oh, I don't want that one. I want my original one. Okay, here we go. So I'm affiliate marketing again. Link, and then we're going to put Ryan Dice. Make sure I spelled it right. D-E-S. Okay. Oh. Create. Oh, yes, immediately. That's what I want. So create articles. Now you can see this is actually processing, right? I don't want to cancel anything. I'm going to go back to my dashboard. It still says 0 articles processing, and yet I've got visual articles processing. Cool thing, how many words have been written? You can see I've added 10 articles over here to the articles used. That is essentially what makes the difference between one level and the next level. I'm sorry if my energy is dropping. I've had a long day filming. Interviewed Joe Polish's brother for the Raise with Fusion 42 event. Setting up for a Black Friday deal, selling a ridiculous offer with a free 4-hour webinar training. I'm impatient. Let me I don't know why I do that. We know if we just stare at it. Let me update my page and maybe something magically would have changed. So let's go over here to Post Scheduler. All right, we got one over here, right? But here's the thing. See how it says editor? Let's go refresh. It's already up. You cannot edit, right? And we okay. Let's go to the website. I said what was it, the word that I used? I almost forgot. Conference. I got a slide. An old one at that. It's not even entertaining. Ba-dum-bum. Promoting your webinar effectively. And we got slides. I got Forbes. Let's see where Forbes goes. Literally Forbes. So this is the authority links. Cool. I just helped Forbes out, giving them a follow link. More slides. Why? I at least have a Ryan Dice webinar set up under Keep, which is interesting since I just went to Keep to pull the link. Creating an atmosphere of peace. This seems to be a popular one. I've got like 500 plus articles and it's pulling the same one. Is anything linked to the affiliate link? Ryan Dice. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. I would have preferred it been open in a new link 100 or open a new tab. Now they've just gone away from my website. Yes, they went to somebody else's where I can make money, but new tab would have been nice. Number of email invitations sent, open rate of invitations, social media post. I, to me, this doesn't even make sense. The whole tables thing is just it's for the birds. It just does not work. Maybe if I had added that into the prompt engineering, but I only have 300 letters, so that's hard to do. These are kind of pretty short, 3. I'm not mad at it, but it's a little weird. Um, got some key takeaways. Did I get any color, big, bold words? I got this. I'll go with that. So the images suck. There's no way around that. I'm mad at that, man. Mm, yo, why? I got Snapchat over here. What did that have to do with what I put in? Like, is it pulling from I don't understand. Business success tips. This is one of the most overused images I feel like on the internet. Mm, so was that one. Welcome email. Where are we going? What what the hell kind of link back is that? Are you serious? Oh gosh. Breathe, Jenna. Um, crafting high converting sales pages. Again, this doesn't make sense. I'm not even, by the way, reading it to see if that works. I've got at least Ryan Dyson here with 7 figure leap. Holy moly, Batman. Um, creating an atmosphere of peace. That's a popular one, isn't it? Like instead to like specifically choosing not to link back to the other articles that the app created. Like, does it know? And it's like, we know those suck, so we're gonna link back to your own content. Like, what's the plan there? I was hoping to silo these out. I don't is Ryan Dyson here linked with my link anywhere? Whew! Welcome email. Go into something rando. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, WP blog, creating an atmosphere of peace. There we have it. I mean, at least you can see like I have custom pictures. I'm not saying they're the best. I definitely write articles a lot different. Actually, that's an old article I just moved over. Let's go to see what else we have. But you can see how 10 process pretty quickly. Email marketing with Ryan Dice. Tactics. Slack. It's totally email marketing. Slack. Nothing says email marketing like Slack. Oh. It just makes up stuff. I can't even with that aspect. I'm gonna I'm gonna be spending so much time this holiday for November. I mean, I don't even know when I'm gonna have time to fix these articles. Who is that? Definitely not Ryan Dias. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna work? Oh, yay, that part works. The affiliate marketing part works. You can read more about this on this page. You might find insights from Ryan Dice's particularly for a deeper understanding how to create engaging, effective email campaigns. Explore resources. Okay, where is this page? It takes me to my homepage. Bless their heart. Ugh. So, and ask for marketing. I feel like Is the AI picking the pictures based on the context, or I mean, this has nothing to do with the word that I put in. I don't understand. Okay. Let's try again. Since we were on, um, let's go over to post scheduler because I do want to see something. So, um, these are the ones that have gone out, and these are the ones that are still coming in. We've got this 341. Everything's pitch decky. So let me go back over here. Let's try keyword research. Perry, since we were talking about Ryan Dice, let's go to Perry Belcher. I don't know if he even has an affiliate program, which makes me a little upset, but I can ask. Um, limited. Limited. Doo Roland Frazier. See how that works. He used to have affiliate. I have not seen it lately. Um, Little bit more, not too much. But bum. Wow. Y Combinator. All right, I can get down with this. Y Combinator companies. This would be a competitor to some of the projects I'm working on. Y Combinator. I don't care about their newsletter. Don't care about their logo. Do I? Maybe. Sam Altman. All right. I don't care about their login. All right, and that's where we're gonna stop. That's dipping below 200, which I don't mind competing against. But I've got a nice little list here. It would be nice, especially since they're counting the articles, to have how many did I just put over here. But maybe that's the point, is to cap you. So Y Combinator, which got a little say what? I feel like the image motifs are the worst. Um, yeah. Investment. What do we want to do? Startup? Let's do laptop. Yeah. Computer, pitching, but Y Combinator. Investor. Bold. I'm taking away the I could maybe edit them easier. Jesus Louise. I mean, I want to show you what it looks like, so we're gonna keep it this way. I haven't even read anything. I hope it looks good. So funding for now, that works immediately. We're gonna add 1 hour. I want to see if they intermingle or if they stack on top of each other, because that is one of my issues. I don't want them all to stack. I would like them to commingle, but also I'd like to put more space between the commingling. Um, okay. Write articles about write articles for startups with tips, tricks, and ideas for success. Um, Y Combinator. Um, let's keep it simple, stupid, and see what comes back. Investor, I got one word. One word. That's it. Mm, I'm gonna go with my affiliate link. I'm gonna use the word pitch, or I think I used the wrong word. Accelerator. Oh, I got it right. Let me check that. Is Y Combinator Accelerator. Yep, Accelerator and venture capital firm. Accelerator. Mix that up. Okay, investor. Got one word, one English word. Let's see what comes out. We got one every hour. Again, I want to see where in this mix it puts it. Create articles. So if you can see here, it is November 21st, 2024. So this is out on day 3. So what I'm effectively seeing is, you see Ryan Dice went out. Um, they are starting tomorrow after the wins about pitch decks hit completion, which I'm kind of wondering how that works, because this says I've done 136 articles. 10 were Ryan Dice, so I've done 126 articles, and I've done them by the hour, and there are 24 hours in a day, and in 3 days' time, I will have finished. 24, 20, 24, that's 75. I'm not sure about the scheduling power here. 23, 23, 23, 408. Switching days, 408. 23, 1, 2. Yeah, I don't understand the scheduling. 11:22. If they're an hour apart, how can 126 articles go through um, in that much time? I'm confused. I think it's a very missed opportunity not to have a calendar showing, or a timeline, something that that better shows this. I mean, I get that they're on this list, but see, I cannot edit any one of them, and it will stay this way until it goes out. And you know, 126 articles scheduled. The dashboard doesn't even show me all of them. Post scheduled. I mean, the only option is to cancel. I've got the stuff with Ryan Dice that I can edit, but again, it's already on my site. And there's nothing for me to click on here to edit anything about the pitch deck. Oops, I'm past pitch deck here. So that part's really, really frustrating. So I hope you've kind of gotten to see. Let's see if there's anything I forgot on this app. I'm trying, man. Realize I'm at an hour now. If you can feel my energy kind of draining. Showed you dashboard, scheduler, keyword cluster, websites, account, SEO plugin integration. I think this requires, yeah, I'm more above my pay grade. That's what that is. Please read our documentation before contacting us. Lovely. And that's it. Like I've got nothing. Um, I can't say if I'm giving a final review of the product that I love it. Um, this is some of these articles are kind of rough. The imagery is kind of rough. Um, yeah, like I want to just check. Let's see. Perry Belcher. Make sure I did not completely lose my mind on short list. His name, why two are the same, whatever. Digital marketer, ClickBank, Facebook. What is okay? Great articles. I'm just picking something that I'm going to do them immediately so I can get some more to go through. This man knows conversions, lead gen, sales. So I actually want to put them under sales. Is it sales? AI? Where's Perry Belcher at these days? I'm gonna have to redo all of these. I realized after I built them that I didn't love them. Uh, we're just gonna toss them somewhere. Style, professional, immediate, include everything. Custom style prompt. Did we not do this? Oh, we didn't do point of view yet. Image motif, sales. Who knows what I'm gonna get? I'm not gonna do any of that this time. I'm kind of burnt out. Articles for business owners and founders around sales techniques and conversion tactics invented by, not invented. Yeah, I'm going to use the word invented because you're not having to be perfect. Belcher. See what comes up. Doing immediately. I want to test what some of these things look like. Mm, 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 mm. Breathe in. Pick sales. So let's see what actually pops up. Right, so got rind ice. I'm impatient. So impatient. I should have probably done this as YouTube live. Much easier than actually having to stop and upload it. All right, let's refresh. See what we got. See what we got. I'm impatient. Still with Ryan Dice. Like I said, while we wait over here, if you were looking to, we got a pair of belts. Oh, for the love of holy gosh. um, I put sales. Okay, I get Black Friday. That functions as sales. That makes sense. Um, that makes sense. Conversion optimization. Forbes. Is that the same? Oh, it's just Forbes. Ah, bless their heart. Oh, ah. At least that is by Perry Belcher. Okay, let's. Okay, so part of me was wondering, is the first line when I write in the image space, is that the only one that does it? So this is the second article and it's got pictures that I can at least say sound like look like cells, right? What does do something great have to do with cells, right? Um, makes no damn sense out here. Perry is going to give me a call. What? I mean, I like laptops better than a lot of options I've been given, but what does that have to do with cells? Calcium. Okay, okay. I don't know if he mentioned Perry Belcher, why that ended up there, but I love me some calcium. His hair is gorgeous, y'all. Gorgeous. Let's go back over here. Like I don't understand the logic. So again, I don't actually feel like what I put into the image aspect even makes any difference. This is Perry Belcher's Facebook marketing tips. This image right here is neither Facebook or sales. It's Instagram. It's pretty. I love me some pretty. Look at that gradient. That's gorgeous. But what does it have to do with anything? At least that's Facebook, but that is not what I put. I put sales. So I feel like the imagery is coming directly from my inputs and has nothing, or the words that are coming out of the mouth of this AI, and has nothing to do with. I swear I have no idea where it just random links. Random table. Okay. Y'all remember this is about Perry Belcher's Facebook marketing tips. This ain't Perry Belcher, and it's about products and how to promote them, not Facebook, not Perry Belcher. Mm, what is his role in Facebook? Okay, cool. I can spend some time, 30 minutes editing this, maybe an hour. Um, but I do. I don't understand the images. This is a repeat. I almost feel like I could say, please don't repeat images. I don't want the same image over and over and over again on my website with the same. At least that these somewhat could, in theory, make sense. The table, of course, has no use whatsoever except it kills Google. I have one. At least that's Perry. What we got here? Creating an atmosphere of peace. What is it about this one particular article that it links over and over and over and over again? Why can't you link to the other Perry Belcher articles or the Ryan Dice articles or the ones about pitch decks or selling or conversions? Why always going back to creating an atmosphere of peace? Did the other ones do that? Which one did this one link back to? Let's go to the bottom. It stops at facts. Creating an atmosphere of peace. I can't, y'all. I'm too tired for this. Forbes, let me guess. Homepage, is it? Forbes Agency Council, how to use digital marketing to transform your business. Except that article is actually not there. So maybe it's the you have an old article 404 kind of page. What is this table? Why? And let's see where we got. Got Perry at least. What we got here? Creating an atmosphere of peace over and over and over and over again. I'm gonna leave it 2 tacos, yo. It stays at 2 tacos. Like obviously it can article stuff my site, right? So that I have something going. If you're trying to create a publishing kind of space, whatever, or maybe if I was writing about relationships, this would be easier. But I feel like you've got to be having building blogs that are keyword stuff, like you're selling backlinks, right? That's almost what this feels more like. um I mean, don't get me wrong, at the end of the day, let me go over here. I already had 5. That number is not even right under articles completed. Maybe it is with Perry Belcher. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now it's right with a little refresh. Um, I've had 515 articles on my blog with about, let's say, 4 hours worth of effort, if that. I spent another hour and exhaust this. I'm gonna have to spend hours and days and hours or hire someone to actually go in here, because if I go into the back of this site. I mean, it's not like I've gotten yeah, I'm getting the same kind of spam queue. The the visitors are still going to be the people that are coming because I've sent them to the home. They've gone to my homepage because they're used to going to my homepage, right? Um, these articles are not getting me anywhere as far as just getting me traffic for traffic's sake. Most of the traffic is me, right? So if you see views 30, visitors 1, that's me. Visitors 5, but if you come in here and you look at referrers, um, these are people who were already coming to my site. Um, I I want these to be better, right? I want visitors 1 homepage. Like there's a reason they're all going to the homepage even because um I don't even know what more to say. Like I see the value in creating so many articles very quickly. The inability to schedule ahead of time and have me be able to edit before it goes out is problematic. The imagery is problematic. The lack of transparency on when it's going out. So yes, it's got this little date and timestamp, but if I have one article an hour, I'm not quite sure how you have 126 articles going out and they're going to finish it's November 21st before the end by the beginning of the 23rd. So something isn't mathing there because there's 24 hours in a day. Um, yeah, pros and cons. We'll go with that. Um, pros and cons. The imagery, the tables are problematic to me. The lack of being able to, take in 100 articles, but not have them all be back to back to move the content around. And maybe that's the name of the game. If I'm making a website and it is only about pitch decks, right? That's effective. But that's not what I'm doing. So um, I don't know. I'm gonna stick with my 2 tacos. It shows promise. I did get a refund. The owner reset my article so I could try this again. I guess he thought I was just gonna try it. I told him I would only do it the way that I've done AppSumo deals in the past, which is to record a live review of implementation. And while I realize that's long and hard and boring, if you've sat with me this long, um, damn, I wish I could say better. I just don't think that this is gonna be where it's at. Pros and cons, pros and cons. All right. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for sticking around. I realize it's getting late. It's super dark out. It's only 6:21, but I'm spent. I've been going since 8 in the morning. Had several calls with Fusion 42 as well as Day knows. I'm toast, 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 toast. So tired. My little feet are cold. All right. Bye guys.